That is the G9 SUV, an all-electric sports utility vehicle. Now,
There is a new SUV on the market. Do you know which company's car is that? It is from the one and only Xpeng, the Chinese car manufacturer. Come, let's find out more about this car. Xpeng, a company from China that makes cars that use electricity instead of petrol or diesel. Xpeng stands for Xpeng Motors, the name of the founder and chairman of the company, Xpeng. Xpeng started in 2014 and is one of the most popular and successful electric car makers in China and the world. Xpeng's goal is to create cars that are smart, fast, comfortable, and good for the environment. Xpeng uses its technology and design to make its cars. Xpeng also works with companies like Alibaba, Foxconn, and Xiaomi to get support and resources. Some of the main and popular models of the Xpeng company are the G3, P7, and P5. The G3 is a small SUV that can fit only 5 people. It was launched in 2018 and was the first car made by Xpeng. The G3 can run up to 520 kilometers on a single charge of electricity. It can also go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 8.6 seconds. The G3 has a large screen in the middle of the dashboard that can control different functions of the car, such as navigation, entertainment, climate, and settings. It also has a voice assistant that can understand natural language commands and answer questions. The G3 also has cameras, sensors, and radars that can help the driver brake, steer, park, change lanes, keep distance, avoid collisions, and drive in traffic. The P7 is a 4-door sedan that can also fit 5 people. It was launched in 2020 and is the second car made by Xpeng. The P7 can run up to 706 kilometers on a single charge of electricity. It can also go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.3 seconds. The P7 has a bigger screen than the G3 that covers almost the entire dashboard. It also has a voice assistant that can do more things than the G3's voice assistant, such as ordering food, booking hotels, and playing games. The P7 also has more cameras, sensors, and radars than the G3, which can make the car drive by itself without human intervention. The P5 is a compact sedan that can also fit 5 people. It was launched in 2021 and is the third car made by Xpeng. The P5 can run up to 600 kilometers on a single charge of electricity. It can also go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6 seconds. The P5 has a similar screen as the P7, but with more functions and features. It also has a voice assistant that can do even more things than the P7's voice assistant, such as controlling smart home devices and playing music, and it even reads the news, which is a very cool feature. The P5 also has more cameras, sensors, and radars than the P7, making the car drive even better without human intervention. The P5 also has fabric seats, plastic panels, and touch switches, giving it a modern look and feel. The Xpeng G9 is the latest SUV from this Chinese EV car manufacturer, which is fully electric. The Xpeng G9 car is the latest and biggest car made by Xpeng. It was shown to the public for the first time in November 2021, and it will be sold in China and some other countries in 2022. The Xpeng G9 car is a big SUV that can fit 5 people and a lot of luggage. It looks like a normal SUV, but has some special features that make it different from other cars. For example, a long light strip under the hood can change colors and patterns. It also has a big screen inside the car that can show different things, such as maps, music, movies, and games. It also has a voice assistant that can talk to the driver and passengers and do things for them, such as ordering food, booking hotels, and playing games. The Xpeng G9 car does not use petrol or diesel to move. It uses electricity stored in a big battery under the car's floor. The battery can hold enough electricity to make the car go up to 702 kilometers without stopping. The battery can be charged by plugging it into a normal socket or a special charger that can charge it faster. The Xpeng G9 car has 2 motors that use the electricity from the battery to make the car move. One motor is in the front of the car, and one is in the back. Together, they can make the car go very fast, from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.3 seconds. The Xpeng G9 car also has many camera systems, including the 360-degree camera system, and it has several cameras around the car. The camera is placed in the rearview mirrors, in the back and on the front side of the car. This car has sensors and radars around the car that can see what is happening outside the car and help the driver drive carefully without any issues. Their sensors, radars, and cameras help the driver in every aspect of driving. They can help the driver with driving by doing things like automatic braking, automatically controlling the steering wheel, help in automatic parking, and control the steering when the car changes lanes, and warn the driver. The system keeps distance from the front-moving car and has autonomous driving systems. The system acts perfectly when driving through the traffic. They can also make the car drive by itself without the driver touching anything. This is called autonomous driving. and it is very advanced and smart. The Xpeng G9 car is one of the world's most advanced and innovative cars. It is also one of the most popular cars in China, where many people like electric and smart cars. It is also available in countries like Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and the Netherlands. The Xpeng G9 car costs about €57,990, $62,687 in Europe. Xpilot is a feature in Xpeng cars that helps the driver with driving by using cameras, sensors, and radars. Xpilot can do things like braking, steering, parking, changing lanes, keeping distance, avoiding collisions, and driving in traffic. Xpilot can also make the car drive by itself without the driver touching anything. This is called autonomous driving, and it is very advanced and smart. Xpilot has different versions that have different functions and features. The latest version is Xpilot 4.0, which will be available in the Xpeng G9 SUV in 2023. Xpilot 4.0 can do more than the previous versions, such as controlling the car from start to parking, switching on the car with facial recognition, and charging the car wirelessly. Xpilot is Xpeng's rival to Tesla's Autopilot, another feature that helps the driver drive using cameras, sensors, and radars. Xpeng and Tesla are both companies that make cars that use electricity instead of petrol or diesel. They are both popular and successful in China and the world. The Xpeng car company is rising as a powerful rival for Tesla cars. The Xpeng G9 car sales in Europe are not very high compared to China, but they are growing steadily. Xpeng sold about 1,000 G9 cars in Norway in 2023, which was the first country in Europe to get the G9 car. Xpeng also sold about 500 G9 cars in Denmark, the Netherlands, and Sweden in 2023. Xpeng expects to sell more G9 cars in Europe in 2024 as it opens more delivery and service centers and improves its technology and design. The Xpeng G9 car sales in China are very high compared to other countries because China is the world's largest market for electric cars. Xpeng sold about 4,020 G9 cars in China in December 2022, the fourth month on the market. This was more than any other electric SUV in China. In 2022, Xpeng sold about 15,000 G9 cars in China, about 10% of its total 150,000 cars. Xpeng expects to sell more G9 cars in China in 2023 as its technology and design improve. Xpeng will make a special version of the G9 for Hong Kong with that right-hand drive. This will make it easier for people in Hong Kong to drive the G9. The car will be available to the people of Hong Kong from late 2024. The Xpeng will be the first Chinese car manufacturer to introduce its right-hand drive car in the Hong Kong car market. The company has not yet announced the price of the G9. Most car enthusiasts believe the new Xpeng G9 will be a big hit in the EV market and become a powerful rival for the Tesla car company. As there is a supercar in the EV car segment, the Xpeng is trying to make the G9 a hit car worldwide. Will the G9 become a great rival for Tesla? While seeing the tech inside this car, it probably will. Comment your thoughts on the new G9, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.